challenges that we have always encountered in the care for dementia patients, they are more challenging right now. In today's situation, where we have a lot of measures due to the coronavirus, we do see a stronger impact for people with dementia. So whereas challenges that we have always encountered in the care for dementia patients, they are more challenging right now. And I'm talking about the social isolation and the limited physical activity that they experience every single day. So whereas they were residing in a care home where they could walk to the living room, to a communal space, to their outside activities, they have to stay in their own rooms. And that makes their physical environment even smaller than it was before. And also social interaction. There's no family members that come and visit them, but also with their fellow residents, they can't visit their neighbor or they can't meet each other around the dining table for a game or a chat or a meal together. And especially for them, it's so important because what we see in the brain during their journey of dementia, that they become more passive along the way. And when you're physically inactive and sit still most of the day, your muscles get sore and your joints get stiff. But also your cognition. If you sit still, your dementia process is going faster and faster. And let's talk about the family members, because they can't visit their loved ones, their mother or father that's in a residence or in a care home. And we are talking about the people in the very last stages of the journey. And we know that those last stages can go quite fast. Sometimes it goes slower, sometimes the deterioration goes a bit faster. And especially in situations that are unknown or that there's a lot of changes and a lot of insecurities, the disease can fast track. So what my concern is that maybe in 2 months, 3 times that family members can visit again, they might not see the person that they left 2 months ago. And in those couple of months, it can be just that difference in, does my mom recognize me still? Or can we still do that activity? Or can we still do the walk around the block? So that is a lot of insecurities and unknowns for family members. And obviously we read a lot about in the news the pressure on the carers that have high demands and care. And also that it was a problem before, but also that problem became even bigger. Because there's probably residents that need more care, they might be infected or there might be other problems and they have less help from outside. So there's less informal carers that give a helping hand, there's less people that come in just to provide the residents with activities. It all comes on the plate of the carers. And what we see is that people that residents, care home residents that are sitting still in their own environment and that can't do that walk to the communal areas anymore, they do pick up that something has changed. So maybe their neighbor is not there anymore, maybe there are empty rooms or empty beds. And what makes it more challenging, even more challenging for people with dementia than maybe healthy, older people that live at home, we can't explain them. We can't explain them that this is a situation that is temporary. We can't explain them about a virus and that the situation is different right now, but it might get better in the near future. And and this is today. And we've seen a lot of amazing initiatives to bridge this gap in social interaction. We've seen here in the Netherlands, we have several initiatives of trailers that be carted into the care home, or for example, containers that you can meet your family members on a safe distance. But this is now, and that is amazing, but we are looking at the future. And I really feel that we, as a collective, should think of how we're going to maintain that actually sort of a natural way of interacting, having fun together, but also be physically active and even provide physical contact in the future. But we have to take into account that the society is not going to be the same as it was before. So if we have to keep a 1.5 meter distance, how are we going to sort of entertain that physical contact? How are we going to make sure that there is a rich and natural and understandable social interaction and a broader space to be outside and to walk and do their activities that they so much love to do, but are also so important for their well-being? And that's what we have to think today. How can we shape the future that is safe and that we can keep our elderly safe from the virus and keep the carers safe, but that also entertains that true and recognizable and real contact with each other?